muckety.tv. Why don't you stick around for more awesome radio?
Selling lies and buying time, killing people next in line. Lower class and social slime, they don't matter. Genocide, sick from water, sick from air. Making money, they don't care. Caesar shit, force them air. Fuck them back, it's only for they bomb. They shoot, they kill, they massacre, rape. They burn the kids, no one lives con. Trees, laugh to your face, fight and die. Cause God will give. Selling lies and buying time, killing people next in line. Lower class and social side, they don't matter. Genocide, sick from water, sick from air. Making money, they don't care. See their shit, force a bear. Fuck them back, that's only fair. They bomb, they shoot, they kill, they massacre, rape. They burn the kids, no one leaves countries. Lie to your face, fight and die, cause God forgives. Yeah. Coming back around again.
Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Ron Stevens. This is Game On here on UCY.tv. It is the 12th of May, 2016. And make no mistake, 2016 is the year. I mean, everybody feels it now anyways. I mean, it's been a long, long haul. Been at this a very long time. And I got to say, last year I said that 2016 was going to be the year that things start to flip back normal. And I think by the time we get to the end of 2016, things are going to get really, really interesting. And we're going to kick some tail here yet. These guys are so far over the top now. I mean, let's see, where was that? In Germany, they had a float with Trump on it, with his face was the two cheeks of an ass. And we got the mayor of London, who's a Muslim. How in the hell does a city 8.6 million people in Britain end up with a Muslim mayor? Well, we know what's going on. And so he's all ticked off about Mr. Trump. And who else is ticked off? Oh, not so much ticked off, I don't think. I think they got the first MP, their first transgendered MP. I think it was in France. So you know the world's wobbling weird, right? You don't see or hear anything normal. And that's a good thing, because it's shaking itself out of control. And we're going to kick some butt, man. It's going to be fun. Anyways, I'm in Facebook jail. If anybody knows how to get out of Facebook jail, I hate that. I really, really hate that. I don't know how many times I've been jailed in Facebook land, but it's irritating as hell. So they tell me I can appeal it. Fine. So I push on that, and it says, you know, can you explain why you think you're in Facebook jail? And that's how they work this stuff. Like, you want me to explain why I think I'm in Facebook jail? Sounds like you're asking for a guilty plea. So I told him, I said, well, no, I got a better idea. Why don't you tell me why I'm in Facebook jail? That would make more sense to me. So I think it has something to do with some of the posts I've been putting up, or somebody's complaining. Maybe, I don't know, but they didn't tell me yet. But yesterday I got a notice that I was in Facebook jail until Friday night at 7:57, I think. And then a little later, I got a new notice that my jail time's been extended apparently to Saturday night at 11:22 p.m. So who knows, But I should get good time, right? When you go to jail, you usually get good time, day in, day out, and a third of your time cut. So I'm going to write them again and see if I get any good time. So that I can get out earlier. I don't know. I mean, this is how ludicrous it is. I'm in jail on the internet. I mean, I've been thrown in jail before because I'm irritating these clowns, but I'm in digital jail? Oh, that's right. I'm in a digital world. I mean, this is, this is so ludicrous. It's ridiculous. Now, I don't know. I put up a post in Facebook regarding our PM Muppet, or that he's kicking off 700 to some global fund to fight malaria and TB and AIDS. Well, I hate to break it, Mr. Prime Minister guy, but we got all kinds of people in this country that are suffering immensely, and I don't see no money flying around. So what is this about? So when I went and looked at the Global Fund on Muckety, turns out that this fund funds the Bill, Hillary, and Chelsea Clinton fund. So how much of that's being funneled over there, I don't know. But the Clinton Foundation is attached to everything bad on the planet. We put in 785, and the line goes straight up to the Clinton Foundation that we're a funder of the Clinton Foundation. So whoop-de-doo for that. So I don't know if that's what got me jailed. I'm not cussing, I'm not spewing nothing off. I'm just putting stuff up there that people ought to know about. So I see another story come out that Bob Geldof criticizes Trudeau's aid targets, says Canada can do better. Geldof, who is in Montreal giving a speech on the benefits of international investment in Africa, says Canada has never met its promised 0.7 target and can do much more. That's what he says. There's one celebrity, it says, that's not swooning over Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Irish musician and international aid activist Bob Geldof criticized Trudeau's statement that spending 0.7% of Canada's gross national product on foreign aid is too ambitious at this time. So Geldof goes on to say it seems very unambiguous for a man as ambitious as Trudeau to limit that, Geldof said, chiding Trudeau for comments made Monday in an exclusive interview with the Star. And speaking to reporters in Montreal after his speech to an audience of several hundred where he urged greater investment in Africa, Geldof addressed Trudeau, your economy, that's what he says. He says, your economy is more than capable. Well, whose economy is he talking about? Trudeau's economy? I mean, it's getting so ridiculous, it's nuts. It doesn't say your country, your country's economy. It says your economy, okay? Because Trudeau's the CEO of the corporation called Canada. So Geldof got it right. The Star's saying it right now. Your economy is better than capable, is more than capable. And then he goes on to say, you promised to do it. And it's really not up to the Prime Minister of any country to reverse the promise the people made, is it? says Geldof. This is a frickin' two-bit Irish band, the Boomtown Rats or whatever the hell they were called. Like Piss Off Bob, right? So Geldof said it was Canada that first proposed the 0.7% target in 1969, but never reached it. You guys invented it, and you should be the ones living up to it, he said. It was a reference to the UN expert commission headed by former Canadian Prime Minister Lester I wear a bow tie, I might be gay Pearson, which set the spending target as a goal for rich countries to spend to aid developing and poorer countries. This has been going on for a long, long, long time. This was never put out in the papers till now, but Bobby's ticked off. Well, Bobby Geldof, if you go back and you look at Global Fund and what the hell went on in Ireland, where Bobby's from, raised a lot of questions, raised a lot of eyebrows, and caused a lot of trouble, and it turned out it was basically fraudulent. Because this was tied to the Al Gore deal, or not Al Gore, but the Clinton deal, who was apparently handing out tax receipts for money, and the Irish government was throwing all this money in, and it's not their money. It's the government don't have any money. I mean, these clowns that say they're the leaders are tangled up in all this nonsense. And, this is a brilliant statement, the prime minister of any country to reverse the promise the people made. Is it? Says Bobby. Well, I didn't make any promise, and I can guarantee you I could probably sit down and get on the phone now and start calling the 34 million people that call this place home, and I'll guarantee you that very, if any, realize they made a promise to anybody. So I guess, these so-called elected people can just make promises, and then it becomes our promise. I didn't make a promise. There's no way I made a promise. The international community, it says, has embraced the goal many times, as have the Canadian Commons Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs. Foreign affairs is business, okay? And it seems to be the foreign affairs is putting the screws on us. So the Committees on Foreign Affairs and on Human Rights and International Development, 2002, 2003, and 2005, in February 2005, the leaders of the three opposition parties in the House of Commons wrote a letter to then Prime Minister Paul Martin, urging him to set a clear and mandated timetable to reach the goal. That year's G8 summit leaders committed to doubling aid to Africa, a goal that Martin's successor Stephen Harper hit before freezing aid spending in a bid to rein in the deficit. So maybe this is the story that got me busted on Facebook, because I put this story up on Facebook yesterday, and it seems I got chucked in Facebook jail immediately thereafter. I think this could be because, see, this is going on in Montreal right now. They don't want me posting it around to the other Facebook sites, so they just simply shut the story down so I can't move the damn story around. So all I wrote was put Geldof's quote in here. I don't see how this could possibly get anybody jailed. This is his quote. Your economy is more than capable. You promised to do it, and it's really not up to the prime minister of any country to reverse the promise the people made. Again, you show me where I made this promise. So I just responded with, I'm sick and tired of the UN and the government crap. When, Bob, did I promise anything? We must stop funding the UN and its ever-growing appetite for the labor money of the working man. We, the people, agreed to do nothing. So, Bob, stop putting words in our mouths. You, Bob, and your globalist friends can get your hands out of our pockets now. Hey, Bob, When you and your rich friends have donated all you have, come talk to us. Till then, piss off, Bob. Now, I don't know if that got me banned or not banned. I'm not banned. I'm just temporarily jailed. I guess I got house arrest. I can post on my Facebook. I just can't send it anywhere. So today I thought, well, all right, maybe what I'll do is I'll just copy this post and I'll put it in as a comment somewhere in somebody else's Facebook site. But lo and behold, I'm not allowed to do that either. So, the internet's a wonderful, wonderful thing as long as you are not getting too close. Then it gets a little tricky. You can put all the silly pictures that you want in. You can bitch about Bernie. You can bitch about Trump. You can bitch about Clinton. You can bitch about whatever you want. Just don't get too close to the game. So I think this is probably what got me busted because Bob there, Geldof, is in Montreal, all right? And so he's on our territory right now, pissing out the wind there, bitching and complaining that we're not doing enough. Go write a song or something, Bob. Like, take a freaking hike. Like, really, seriously, take a hike. I am so sick of how all of these so-called celebrities and that. And, people go, they go, oh, look, Bob Geldof's in town, and look at, he wants us to give more to Africa and yada, yada, yada. It's always the same thing. It's all about celebrity. Nobody seems to have a clue what the hell's going on. It's just all about celebrity. This celebrity says that celebrity says this, and whoever your favorite celebrity is, you will do whatever the hell they tell you without even thinking about what the hell's going on. Now, let's see what else we got here. I was looking at the Canadian thing. What the hell is this? Mr. Trump goes to Washington and brings the drama. Okay, who cares? Anyways, I made my prediction. I think I made it on Tuesday night's show, so hang on to your boots. My call here is that unless Obama decides to hang around, I think pretty sure that Hillary Clinton will be the next president of the United States, which should really shake things. To me, it's probably a better idea if Hillary Clinton does get in, because then we can tear the lid right off of everything. The only real, Trump has his connections, i.e. he funded Hillary Clinton in her last election bid, I believe it was. So the connection to Hillary's there. And but when you look at who Hillary is connected to, which is everyone, and it seems everyone is funding the Clinton Foundation, I would think it's a pretty safe bet to say that Hillary Clinton. See, we had to first, not we, because I don't live in America, and the Americans don't live in the USA, so it's kind of a silly little election thing that we do. But, both Hillary and, I think it was the last election, both Hillary and Obama, that was the two choices. They chose Obama. That gives us the first black American United States president. And so now it's time for a female president. And so I would be pretty safe bet, I think, that Hillary Clinton is going to be the next president of the United States, Inc. And then it's going to get real interesting. This is going to be the point. See, this is why I'm not hoping any of them get in there. I hope, Jim from Jim the Drywall Company becomes the president of the United States or something of that effect. Or some mom and pop shop becomes the president. That's never going to happen. But I think if Trump gets in, then the ones that call themselves the American Liberty and militia and conservatives and Christians and all this kind of stuff, I think are going to have to really. This is a test. Will this portion of the American people stand up? And if Trump gets in, Trump will be totally controlled as well. He has no backing. He has no real ties inside, if you will. I mean, deep inside. So even if he really ain't got much footing there except for executive powers, if you wish to use them. But I think if Trump got in, that big portion of America may lay down a little bit. This isn't the time to lay down. This is the time to get up. So if Hillary gets in, I think it would be a test. Will the American people rise up now? And if they don't, well, it's just going to get uglier. So it's kind of interesting. I don't pay much attention to it. I don't listen to what Hillary Clinton says, and I don't listen to what Donald Trump says. And as far as Bernie, every now and I hear somebody chanting, Bernie, Bernie. But I don't think he's got the connections. I think those two are just out playing each other, Trump and Bernie, and Clinton sitting in the background there waiting to come up the middle, and it's already been decided. And I could be totally wrong, but everything that I see says that Hillary Clinton is the next president of the United States, Inc. And there you go. Let's see. I see a picture of Mulrooney here. I don't know why. Okay, we got a little bit of time here. I'm gonna buzz on over here to. I'm gonna go back to Muckety. This is brilliant. I mean, everybody ought to be using this for a tool. I mean, this is much more interesting than television. I mean, much more interesting because you can follow these names forever, but you keep seeing the same basic pattern. But the amount of people involved in it is quite big. Now here's a map of Canada, and they have the prime ministers in it and stuff. But this really blows me away. Now I don't know if I'm sure the people that listen to the show are of age that they remember Ari Fletcher, who was the communications guy for Bush, right? So when you bring up Canada and you start looking at what Canada is attached to, you see Ari Fletcher Communications Inc. Now what the hell is he doing attached to this Canada map? Okay, let's go look. It's the public relations firm. It's the public relations firm for Canada. This guy was the speaker for the Bush administration at the media scrums. Now, what the hell is this guy doing being the public relations firm for Canada? Well, that's amazing. So we have all of these people attached to all of this thing called Canada. I mean, we have the International Monetary Fund, which is a member country. We have the Inter-American Development Bank, not the Inter-Canadian, but the Inter-American, and it's a non-borrowing member country. We have the United Nations, of which we're tied to Let's see, it's tied to just about everything here. We have the Organization for Security and Cooperation, Europe. We have the Group of Seven, World Trade Organization, International Magazine or Maritime Organization, Kyoto Protocol, a whole bunch of different people, a bunch of lawyer firms. Let's see, I'm interested because I call the Justice Department, the Federal Justice Department, every now and again, and they really don't want to speak to me too much. They keep telling me that I need to get a lawyer. Okay, so from Canada, we have the member nation. We are a member nation of the International Finance Corporation, with a line going from the International Finance Corporation on over to the World Bank, which says that's the private sector arm. Okay. Economic Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, NATO, Parliament of Canada. What's that say? The legislative branch of government. Organization for Member States of America again. Public Strategies, Washington, Inc. That's another public relations firm. So we have Public Strategies Washington, Inc. is a public relations firm for Canada, and Ari Fletcher is a communications firm, a public relations firm rather for Canada, and so is the Public Strategies of Washington, World Health Organization, Hague Conference on Private International Law. Do you ever hear any of this stuff being discussed in the local news or in the national news? No. Interpol, International Atomic Energy, U.S. investors in Canada, Bank of Canada. What has it got for the Bank of Canada here? It's our central bank, although it doesn't do anything. Group of 20, remember that. The Guy Fawkes mask is listed here for some oddball reason. And let me see if I can get a line on that. The Guy Fawkes mask is it's connected to Canada and NATO. Okay, so the Guy Fawkes mask is banned apparently in Canada during protests. And let's see what it says over at NATO on the Guy Fawkes mask, if I can get it. And it's been worn in protests against NATO, the mask. So let's go up here and look at the Public Strategies Washington, Inc. That's a public relations firm for Canada. So let's see what we got. We have some corporations here. This kills me. We got the Cerner Corporation, 10 lobby firms, Roger Williams University, Bank of America, University of California, National Association of Home Builders, the Wachovia Corporation, and these are all, let's see, we have a lobby firm, and a lobby firm, and a lobby firm, university. So this Public Strategy is a lobby firm for all of these things. And the TXU Corporation, and that's a lobby firm. And so they're all lobby firms. Every one of these things listed here is a lobby firm, Bank of America, and that. Or rather, Public Strategies Washington, Inc. is a lobby firm for the Bank of America, University of California, Home Builders, and all that kind of stuff. But every one of them, oh, wait a minute. Oh, we got Joseph P. O'Neill, who seems to be a partner in this. And this probably is a partner as well. Michael D. McCurry is a partner in this Public Strategies Washington, Inc. But Canada, Everyone else is a lobby firm for Public Strategies Washington Inc. Excuse me, is a lobby firm for everybody here, except when you get over to Canada, and it becomes a public relations firm. Well, real quick here, I got to see who Joseph P. O'Neill is. Public Strategies, Affiliated Computer, National Retail Federation. Okay. The 1988 Lloyd Benston vice presidential campaign. I cannot encourage people enough to take a look at these maps here. So the other partner in the Public Strategies Washington Inc. The other partner, Michael D. McCurry, is attached to the Democratic National Committee, Grassroots Enterprises Inc., Woodrow Wilson School of Public International Affairs, Center for International Private Enterprise, Commission on Presidential Debates, Children's Scholarship Fund, Center for National Policy, Truman National Security, Share Our Strength, whatever that is, the William J. Clinton Administration. Okay, that would be Billy. He's the press secretary for, or was, White House Historical Association. So when I look up Canada, I'm not really finding much Canada. What I'm finding is, I don't know who this TXU Corporation is. But lots of lawyers, and I don't know who this is. Let's see. Edison Electric is attached to it, Dean Foods Company, American Electric Power. Yeah. So I really encourage people, I'm just going to throw the Canada map in there. And, and it goes back a long ways. We got William Lyon Mackenzie King here, and I think we're probably running to Rockefeller. Oh, there he is. So we have Canada. William Lyon Mackenzie King was the prime minister. And over here we have friend John D. Rockefeller Jr. So lots of connections. The poor people of this land out there busy busting their tails trying to make a living. And we have all of this other nonsense going on. The Gates Foundation is attached everywhere. The Clinton Foundation is connected everywhere. So the CGI group, who we got here? We got Obamacare. Now, how does that work? Okay, David Johnson is the Governor General of Canada. So now he's a director of CGI Group Inc., which is, if I can get this, a contractor. Let's see if I can hold. I can't get this whole thing in here. Okay, former contractor to develop healthcare gov website contractor attached to Obamacare. How the hell does the Governor General of Canada end up being a director of the CGI group, who ends up being a contractor to build the websites for Obamacare? I mean, it is so crooked, these so-called governments. I mean, once you go through this a bit, you understand that this is all just corporations. That includes your presidents and your prime ministers, or CEOs of the companies. and that's all there is to it. So it's very advisable to wander through this stuff. It's very advisable to get people that you know, send it to people you know, ask them, have a look around, put a name in here. One name that escapes me in this, though, and I still have not, and I guess by now I have to come to the understanding that I am never going to find a connection to Morris Strong. Now, I was looking at Al Gore there, and Al Gore, and it lists the business partners, it lists, who they're involved with, and all this kind of stuff. But Al Gore and Morris Strong were in business together. In another business that they screwed the investors on, and but you put in Al Gore, you don't find Morris Strong. Morris Strong was a big player for the United Nations. You don't find his name. Morris Strong was a big player for the Rockefellers. You don't find his name. So maybe it's just because most of these people have been connected family-wise for like ever. And Morris Strong wasn't connected to any of these people. He was just really a two-bit hustler and did the bidding of these guys. And so maybe they don't want to be connected to Morris Strong. They don't want like even Al Gore. Al Gore, who was involved in that stupid movie, Inconvenient Truth, you put Al Gore into that. And let me go do that. Where'd that go? We punch in Al Gore into this thing. It mentions nothing about carbon credits. It mentions nothing about climate change, unless I missed something here. Let me get this up. Al Gore. Which one? Which Gore are we after here? Okay, is that Al Gore? Okay, Albert A. Gore Jr. Okay. Oops. Why is that not opening up? Oh, I know why. I gotta go down here. Okay, so we get Al Gore up here, and Al Gore is very well connected. But when you read, he's a multimillionaire. His areas of interest are entertainment and sports, education, business, nonprofits, electronics industry, media, politics, government, and technology. Gore is a contributor to the Democratic Committee and campaigns. Political office. Gore served in the House and Senate as a Democrat from Tennessee who was vice president during the Clinton administration. Personal social network. Much of Gore's Muckety comes from political, venture, and environmental. Okay, environmental connections there. He has direct links to two Fortune 1000 companies, and he is listed in the Muckety 400. But he's attached to so much stuff here, it's craziness. They have the climate project, and when you go through this stuff, they start one project over here, and Al Gore is let's see, he's director of Apple. Klein Perkins, Caulfield and Bear. He's a partner in that. It just the Climate Reality Project. He's the chairman of that, and that's the Climate Reality Project. And then there's another project over here, the Climate Project, which goes down to his ex-wife Tipper, and Tipper is she's attached to a whole bunch of crap. There's so many lines in this particular one. It's a little difficult to follow, but you get my drift. Okay, so there's the Clinton administration, which is attached to Gore, and Thurgood Marshall Jr. Now, who the hell is that? Because both Clinton and assistant to the president and deputy counsel. Okay. But these two climate projects, you end up with one of the best ones, I think, to go to is you put in Rothschild. Oh, I didn't spell that right. Rothschild. You crack that in there, and you come up with a whole list of Rothschilds, and you find the connections to who these people are all connected to. I mean, look at the list here. I mean, how many of these Rothschilds are there? Holy lifting! Rothschilds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, I don't know, what is there? 40, but there'll be about 60 Rothschilds in here. Now we go look up at David D. Rothschild. That's a young pup, isn't it? I think. Let me see what we got here. Okay. Now he is, let's look him up. And see what we got here. He is the son of Guy de Rothschild. He is the chairman of the Rothschild Group. He's the chairman of De Beers. He is the son of Alexander de Rothschild and the cousin of Eric de Rothschild and chairman of the World Jewish Congress. Now, some people told me that the Rothschilds were Jews. I don't know. Maybe he just took on this as this is absolutely amazing. You can follow this crap around forever, but it certainly beats. It certainly does, as far as I'm concerned, beat watching TV, and it's a lot more interesting than a lot of the stuff that's on the internet, because here you can actually track these dogs, and it may not be perfect, but it really gives you an eye-opener as to who's attached to who and who's funding who, and so on and so forth. And that's really important for people to understand, right? It's really important for people to understand. This is not information that is given to you on Fox News or whatever. Global Asset Management Limit. I thought that was something that Al Gore was involved. Okay, so you got Jacob Rothschild. And let's see, it is a board member of the Rockefeller Financial Services, RT Capital Planners, a founder and chairman of J. Rothschild Capital, director of, co-founder of J. Rothschild Assurance, Global Asset Management, co-founder, the son of Nathaniel Rothschild, and Kennedy Center, and so on and so forth. So, I don't know who the Rothschild Financial Services are all attached to. You can just do this forever, right? I mean, this is a hoot. So the Rockefeller Financial Services is Chairman David Rockefeller Jr., board member, Rothschild, Jacob Rothschild. And over here we have honorary director David Rockefeller, who is also honorary director of the Rockefeller and Company, Inc. The Rockefeller Financial is a funder of the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace. It just goes on and freaking on and on and on. And these are the people that control our lives. Your elected official has nothing to do with anything except for they're a puppet. They do as they're told, and that's it. I mean, this is a corporate situation, and it's always been a corporate situation, and we got to break it because these are the change. It's like the spider web. It's the spider web that keeps us enslaved. And they don't have any authority over anybody. We just stupid enough to let them get away with it. Plain and simple. So use this particular tool as much as you can. These are think tanks. These are the think tanks that all of these people are attached to. The think tanks. And really people need, I think this is probably a really good place to start for people is to go to these different think tanks because there's a lot of them. Urban Institute, United States Institute of Peace, World Resources Institute, World Watch Institute, New American Foundation, their New America Foundation. And just go down the list and find something you're interested in and jump in. Just open it up and see what it's attached to. And then just keep farting around with that. You won't be long before you go, damn it. This is all connected. Everything's connected to a very small group of people, really. I mean, considering the number of people. Okay, so here's the Earth Institute. I got a call here. I don't know who this is, but we're going to go find out and end the show that way. Hello?
I think I reached the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're calling UCY?
Actually, I was trying to look into the Survive to Thrive. I thought I had looked up a talk show. A Global Star 5, I believe I was trying to get a phone number for.
I'm having a hard time hearing what you're saying. Anyways,
I'm sorry.
No,
I just reached the wrong phone number.
Yeah, because this is Game On UCY, so.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that.
Not a problem.
All right. Have a good one.
Absolutely.
All right. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about, but anyways, where was I? The Earth Institute. This is think tanks, Millennium Villages projects. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is, of course, I would say, a funder of it. Yes. And you can go through, there's Bono. Bono's a partner, no less, in the Earth Institute. We have George Soros, who is an advisory board member. And some of these names I don't rightly recognize. Jeffrey D. Sachs kind of rings a bell. He's a director. Millennium Village Projects is a partner of Earth Institute, and so on and so forth. So I suppose we could click on the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Oh, they're not attached to anyone. Oh, the Canadian National Railway Company. What the hell is Bill Gates doing with the Canadian National Railway Company? Says he's an investor in it. He's a donor to the George W. Bush Foundation. AutoNation Inc., stockholder in that. ABC News, he's a grantor, which means he's sending money to it. Let's see. The program. Bill and Gates, that we have, oh, that's the Library Foundation, Bill and Melinda Gates. Yeah, so these people are all just, I don't know what this rocket ship education nonsense is about. But what these people would like to do, be it the Clintons or, all of these people, we all know what they're up to. They wish to have complete and total control over, which they basically do have now, over our entire lives. And the worst part is that they think there's too many people, and they're blaming you and me for wrecking the environment. So let's see, Bill and Melinda Gates, this is their little thing, rocket ship education, and we have funding of rocket ship education is the Rockefeller Philanthropy Advisors. The Bill and Melinda is a partner in it, in rocket ship, and you've got Rockefeller funding it, and New School Venture Fund, former grantor partner. Partner over there. Michael and Susan Dell Foundation, your Dell computers, are a partner in the rocket ship education. The Broad Foundations is a partner. I don't know who they are. The Charter School Growth Fund is a partner. The Walton Family Foundation is a partner. They're also a funder of the New Schools Venture Program. They're also a funder of the Charter Schools Program, which is a funder of the Broad Foundation, and so on and so forth. Like, I don't know why anybody shops at Walmart. I really don't. I mean, I don't know what the percentage is. It's got to be at least 90+% of everything sold in a Walmart store comes from offshore. Why are we supporting this crap? Right? Why do we support this stuff? Like, what does the Walton family do? I think it's Walton let's see what we got here. What do they found? What do they fund? They fund everything. I mean, here's a wicked group of people that you may want to look into. Just go through this thing, please. Just keep it. If you got a question or you're trying to connect somebody to somebody, I think this Muckety is a pretty valuable tool that we should all be using all the time. So hopefully I don't do anything else to tick off Facebook before Saturday, so that I can get back at it again. Things were going pretty good there, and then all of a sudden, wham! And I want everyone to accept what I'm about to say as truth, because it is definitely truth, that the fires in and around Fort McMurray Those fires were absolutely caused by man-made global warming. It's obvious. It couldn't be more obvious. Nobody can deny that the fires in Fort McMurray were caused by human activity, intervention, which drove the lack of water, the lack of rain, and the early 30-plus spring temperatures into a position where Mother Earth got so angry, so very, very angry she did, that she couldn't take it anymore, and she decided to set a fire and show us that Mother Earth isn't happy. So this is... It's not the truth, by the way. This is how ludicrous things have gotten. And this is why I say 2016 is the year we're going to kick some serious tail. These people are so far over the top, they can't even put out a statement that anybody can believe anymore. You know, I had a lady write me, and she said, well, obviously it was because of climate change. Really? So what you're telling me is before man and the Industrial Revolution, which I suppose is where all this trouble started from, is that before that there was never a forest fire, because that's the logic you're using. Okay, because if you're saying all these fires and earthquakes and all of this stuff, volcanoes, all of that stuff, ice melt, ice freeze, is all caused by man, then what you're saying that if you go back before the Industrial Revolution, that never, ever, ever did we have a fish die off, never did we have a fire, never did the ice melt, and so on and so forth. And that should put a damper on their logic, because they don't have any logic. They're running straight on cultism. They've been conned, they've been propagandized to the point they can't think anymore. And 2016 is the year that these people are going to start to come out of this cultish fog that they were introduced to before they ever went to school. And we're going to kick their tails. I don't see as much pushback. I don't see as many people calling me a racist or a denier or any of this stuff anymore. They've lost traction. Our job is to stay on top of them and keep beating at them. The only downside, I'm going to hear music any second. The only downside now is I see that all these Syrian refugees or something want to go and rebuild that burnt houses in Fort McMurray because they care. And then somebody told me there was plans to build a large mosque in Fort McMurray. Sounds like maybe the takeover of the town. So, kick these people the hell out and kick the politicians out that are inviting them in. They have no business inviting them in. And Bob Geldof, go back to Ireland, you ass. Okay, you got no business here. And you, the Muslim mayor in London, you got no business over here. And you, the German over there that made and make no mistake, I'm not a Trump fan, but what we have is we have this overseas thing going on where these people from overseas are trying to tell us over here how we're going to live, what we're going to believe, and everything else. So they can all suck air. Anyway, music, that's the end of the show. We'll be back Saturday night over at Revolution Radio, and then here on Sunday. I got some guests coming this weekend. So anyway, music's on, time's over, we're out of here. Everybody have a great night. Bye-bye.